Okay, a record-breaking total of 94 points for Leeds. They could get to 100 if they win back-to-back games, and that will be enough for the title. How important is it to lift that silverware?
I think when you're talking about a club as big as Leeds United, and obviously the biggest club in Yorkshire, it's pivotal that their aims are high. The players know that too. Pascal said on Instagram last night, the job is not done, and I truly believe his words. And I think they deserved it overall. The goal difference plus 60, that's very unheard of in this division. I think last season Leicester City finished on 98, and they were a top side with the likes of Mavididi, Fatu were in there. So if Leeds can beat that, I think that sets us in good stead to get back to the Premier League where this club deserves to be.
When Daniel Farke took over, he talked about his vision of establishing Leeds as a Premier League force.
Yes.
Can he do that? Because we've seen how difficult it's been in the last 2 seasons for promoted sides.
Yeah, undoubtedly, it's a very challenging division. Even teams that might look like they've dropped off, such as like your Spurs and your Manchester Uniteds of this world, who, you know, normally would be in the top 6. They're still top sides. Let's not discourage that. But what I would like to see from Leeds is to bring in some top quality. The likes of Hamza Igamane at Rangers would be my perfect choice, and Pavel Sulch at Victoria Pleasant. I'm okay saying it on Sky Sports when a lot of people are listening, but you know, these are the types of players I would like to see at Leeds, and obviously a change of goalkeeper will be very necessary too.
Alongside me is Stuart Hunt, who's the President of Business Operations here. And Stuart, just tell us what it meant to the club, what it meant to you guys, what it meant to the town to seal that promotion back to the Premier League yesterday.
My goodness, I don't think we've stopped grinning since last night. It means the world to us. It means the world to our staff, our coaching, and this great community of Burnley. We couldn't be more delighted for the town. We couldn't be more delighted for the players and for everyone involved.
Was there a nervousness about yourselves last night? I know you guys, as the board members, you mentioned it off camera, you have a WhatsApp group. JJ Watt obviously wasn't here, but you're all still in touch and keeping across events when you can't be here at Turf Moor.
Was there a nervousness? No, never nervousness. Yeah, always the pre-game jitters. But yeah, I mean, everybody's been so supportive for us. Our board has been great, backed us the entire way. We've made decisions together. We've had tough conversations together, and now we're going up together. So it all comes together to be one whole unit, and we couldn't be happier.
Probably a bit early to ask this, but at the same time, I probably have to ask this. How do you give Scott Parker the best chance of keeping this football club in the Premier League now?
Yeah, you have to ask that, and my answer is we're going to enjoy one day at a time, right? But one question, I mean, we back him fully, and we're going to do what we can to be up and stay up in the Premier League. So that's our commitment, and we'll see what we can do again.
Is it fair to say, though, that lessons have been learned from last time around?
Safe to say, yes. Lessons have been learned, and you get wiser every game that you play, right? And every goal they concede, you know, there's a lesson to learn there, and we have a lot of lessons that we learned from the last tour in the Premier League.
Are you able to expand on that a little bit and maybe give a little bit of detail as to the kind of lessons that have been learned, or is that's
to be kept in-house right now? And what I can say is that we will be having meetings that detail out these lessons and the way we look at how we play and the way we look at the players and how we can shape our team going forward.
And what, again, we kind of touched on it as well, what it does for the town, but I mean, what it does for the football club as well. How important was it to get back to the Premier League for Burnley?
It's extremely important. We consider ourselves a Premier League club, and you can't. We got to be there to be a Premier League club, and everybody eats, sleeps, breathes that way, and we're all about creating greatness, and creating greatness is in the top leagues, and so that's where we need to be, and that's where we are. So.
Is that what you feel on the cusp of that, because of that return to the Premier League, on the cusp of greatness of this place?
Well, we're always, that's kind of our mantra. We create greatness in everything we do, and yes, yeah, we're every next step is the next step to greatness, and greatness is never really achieved. But it's also, you know, the vision of where we want to go and the direction we're taking things.
It feels like you talked about the cohesiveness on the pitch, but it seems like there's that cohesiveness off the pitch as well with the job that you guys are doing in the boardroom.
No, thank you very much. Yeah, there is that cohesiveness. We're all on the same page, and we try to leave every meeting with everybody in consensus. Oftentimes it's it's very difficult conversations, and difficult decisions to make. But we get there in the end.
Could you give us an idea of what JJ Watt's reaction was last night? We saw a little bit. We got a snippet of it as he posted on social media, saying we are Premier League.
Well, I think you've seen some of his reactions before. Something like with a great face. But yeah, his reaction was stellar, and he's always been a great supporter. And being a highly competitive athlete himself, he knows what winning means and winning pivotal games mean. And he was fully backing the lads last night, so it was great.